I'm just doing something new today. I just want to try it. Just give me 1 second so I can set this up. It might prevent some trolls. It might help with the trolls. Sorry about that, I'm still here. I'm just trying something new. Or not, maybe I won't, maybe I can't do that, I don't know. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't think I can do that. I tried. I was trying to do something new. Because I probably got about a dozen trolls. And I thought that if I did that, I could probably stop that from happening a little bit. Okay, anyways. So, I think I've done like some Foundry builds in the past, but this one I was trying out, I was actually testing it, it was pretty good. I'm running 4 pieces of Foundry, obviously, with the backpack. And the backpack makes this thing just so much better. But I'm using glass cannon, perfect glass cannon with headshot damage times 3 on that one. Punch Drunk for some more headshot damage. And then I've got headshot damage on some of these. 2 of those pieces I'm going to actually re-roll when I get the resources. And I'm actually going to put weapon handling on those. Because I have some weapon, I'm using the sniper specialization so I can get some weapon handling on my weapon. It gives it to you automatically through the specialization. And I just threw a skill on there as a distraction. Oh, he's destroyed. That's fake. Oh, I don't think you want to come in here with me by yourself, buddy. That would be a fatal mistake. I'm doing almost 2 million damage to their heads every time I hit them. Come on in. Fake. Fake. Shit, the drone. Letting my shield recharge. You did.
This gun just can't keep up with me. Ah, that's it. Just give in. Shit! This order is finished.
Rogue agent eliminated.
I still like it. I like it a lot, actually. When I hit them in the head, they don't like that because it hurts. Like I said, it goes anywhere. I'm doing anywhere between 1.6 to 2.1 million when I hit in the head, which is really not that hard to do. Now, if I threw a little bit more weapon handling on those two pieces I was talking about, probably fix everything right up. I can't use braced because braced doesn't count when you have a shield. You have to be behind cover for braced to work. Otherwise, I would. I'd use my perfectly braced. Unfortunately, I don't know why they don't count this as cover, because it really is cover. I never understood that, why they don't. It's a portable cover. But I was going through my stuff and I was thinking, you know what? I've never tried this before. Not this combination. Not the way I've got it. Like what am I running at? I have 175.2% headshot damage on this foundry set, like on this foundry build. So. Oh, you damaged my shield, and then I got this little distraction. See, every time they damage me or the shield, I start regenerating 20%. Just gotta watch out for the spammers, the grenade spammers, see? Come here. There we go. And I've got my thing out there taking care of the other guys.
I'll put him down.
Come here. Come here. Stick your head up. Come on. That stupid robot's coming. Probably gonna shoot a friggin' grenade at me. Oh, I can't see you, motherfucker. Oh.
Vital signs critical.
Gotta be a friggin' ninja. Not too much. Just doing some crazy things. Little presents out here. So I was gonna try with the new content tomorrow because I thought, you know, tomorrow's a work day for her, so I should be able to just hop down here and, you know, try some stuff out. And then she tells me that she's gonna be home tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't work. I guess I'm not trying the new content out until like Sunday or Monday. I need... There. I still have my M870 I can pull out if I have to. Did I pick that up? Oh, do I already have maximum amount of... Oh, I do. Now, I could just imagine being able to use this thing with what I'm running. Damn. Yeah, no, I mean, like, she's gonna be home in the morning. She doesn't fall asleep, unfortunately. She's gonna be here. And then she wants to go, and then we have to go away to the cottage and get that all done up so that we can move to the other one. We got a new one. So, that sucks. I mean, I'd love to bring my PS5 with me, but unfortunately the internet where I'm going, yeah, good luck on that one. Better get the hamster going now. When I come back though, I mean Sunday or Monday. I can't remember. I can't remember if is there a holiday. Is Victoria Day Monday? I think or something like that. I can't remember. I don't know if it's this week or next week. For us, bro. I don't know if it's. I think it's just us. Let me see. Where's my phone? I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on. No. So it's not. So I probably will be home on Sunday. It's not to the 23rd, so we're good. The following weekend.
Jammer detected nearby.
That's right. So I should be back Sunday. Sunday afternoon. I won't be able to get on until nighttime, but around 8 or so. 8 or 9. So I'm gonna be very busy when I get back when it comes to like this game because there's gonna be so much stuff that I need to play around with. I need to put some more weapon handling on this. I'm shooting directly at his face at one point. Hold on, I'm gonna have to use my shotty. Oop. Shit. Come on. There we go, got him. Woo, 13 million. How did he not die from that? That was a headshot. I saw that. It was 13 million. You know what makes me laugh though is when people say, oh, they're only red. Like when you're playing Legendary. Yeah. When people say, oh, they're only red, so, I mean, they shouldn't be that bad. And I'm like, yeah, but this is on Legendary, and red, purples, and yellows all hit the same. So they all get the same damage from the yellow, right? So the reds can hit just as hard as the yellows, and the purples can hit just as hard as the yellows as well. I think that's the part that some people forget. And they hit like dump trucks. You get a shotgunner that's red coming at you, he can put you down in 2 hits if you let him. What's getting me though is this the amount of damage that I'll tell you in a minute after. The amount of damage that machine gun robot's doing to my shield, because if a dog comes, you know, like the warhounds, if the warhounds come out and they use their machine guns on my shield, I can sit there and laugh at them all day. But when that thing there freaking comes out and starts shooting at my shield, he like eats the crap out of my shield like really quick, and I've got like 13 million friggin' health on it. This thing right here. See that? Just his grenade. I can take on the other ones, no problem. Him, I don't know what it is, but we need to go and see where his master is. Quick. Because he's trying to heal.
System back online. Jammer destroyed.
Oh. Oh my god. Did you see that? That was 2.3 million when I shot her in the face. And I'm not even near the... Imagine if I had the Regulus. What I could do with this build. Probably be doing like 3 or 4 million damage with that thing. Oh wow. My turn. Like I'm just counting, I'm sort of counting the numbers as I'm hitting them, and I notice that even though they're red, they still have a, shit. I didn't see him run. I seen him now. Okay, there we go. I gotta get some snipes in. Can't get him from there. Oh, wow. I can't get him and I can see his head. No more healing. Burn. Oh, I'm gonna help you. Okay, we need to get rid of that.
Serious trauma detected.
This when you thought it was over. I'm telling you, that backpack makes a big difference. If I didn't have that backpack, I probably would have been dead. Like without a doubt, I would have been dead. Empty. Oh wait, I don't need that. So once this stuff drops, and I'm gonna farm for that backpack, and I'll hand it in, and then um, once I hand it in, I'll have to do the raid. Can do the raid one more time, then pick up the exotic pieces from each boss that dies, and then like if somebody doesn't get it dropped for them at the end that has already gotten it, then I should be able to just put it together, and regardless, either way, it doesn't matter. I'll get it. Like this is literally a guaranteed thing. So either it drops for somebody at the end of the thing, or just go back to the White House at the end of the mission and put it together. Boom, got it. Those are my favorites. Oh, there's a big guy. There's a big guy. Come on. I don't know how to say this, but it's almost like... Let me see. Hold on. Oh, he shocked himself. I just want to make sure his little minions are dead first. Oops, no, I want to throw that out there. I don't want his little minions coming with him, because then it gets annoying. Like, he's doing a lot of damage to my shield, which is ridiculous. Uh-oh. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. Fuck off. Hey, what's up, Sam? It's because I'm using glass cannon. So we're gonna try something different. I want to see if this theory is right. If it's right, then I think that's really messed up, but we're gonna try it anyways. So I have glass cannon, which I'm gonna put on this. Because I don't know why that is, but when you use regular, their damage doesn't seem to be as crazy on the shield, which I don't understand. It's kind of confusing. Uh-oh. I hate when they get behind me. And they're behind me again. I'm right in his face. Oh, what? He sniped through my shield. Oh, anyways, I gotta keep them in front of me. It's because his shield was poking through my... sorry, it's his gun was poking through my shield. You want milk? Oh, got milk. You been doing that lately, buddy? You been asking anybody if they have milk? Oh, he's a bleeding. Oh, I tried to time that. Oh, he's dead. Okay. It's tickling me. Stop it. He's dead. Now, I gotta keep these guys that come out. Let me see where they are. Oh. Okay. Just wanna make sure there's nobody freaking... There, I don't want him spamming me with his crap. So even when I switched this up, I switched it to, I know I switched it to this, but whatever. I should have, but, even though I switched to that, I mean, it gave my shield a little bit more health. I still see a really good damage when I hit in the head. That's probably because... Oh, I lost a little bit, though. So we're going to try to solve this problem. I wish I could use this. I wish I could use braced. If I could use braced, that'd be great. But then I think it would make the... It would probably make the shield too powerful if you were able to use that, right? So... Really, really funny. Well, the problem is I'm using the sniper one, right? So it gives me the weapon handling. This one's pretty neat too. I've used this one before as well. This one's really neat because it gives you a random stats effect basically in your gun every time you kill somebody. Which could be beneficial. It gives my pistol 48% crit hit chance as well. And because we have it opened, we can add a headshot mod there to that. Which can bring me back up to 152% headshot damage. I was at 175, but for some reason, when I use that Providence chest piece, my shield takes a lot more damage. And I'm kind of confused. You know what? I'm gonna use this instead. Really? Oh, get the hell out of here. Nice try, you little bugger. Okay, I'll deal with your friends first. Come on in here. Get the fuck off me. This is my house. You want some milk? That's what Sam says. Got milk? I'm just saying what you say, buddy. It's... Got milk. Uh-oh. Oh, you're bleeding now. Bet your mother never saw that coming. Well, look at you, Mr. Grenade Man. Should have thought twice about that. Aw, poor guy. Not so tough now, are you? Hey, hello. Oh, my bad. You hear that? You hear that squishy pants coming? Where'd he go? little bastard. Fuck out of here. You! I did not say you could shoot at me. You smell that? It smells... Oh, come here. I'm gonna beat him to death. I'm gonna beat him to death. Hmm. It's a punching match. Come on. Come on, little girl. Come on. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. There, you're not having kids. You know what? You know what? This gives me an idea. I don't really want to take this off, but I'm. Oh no, I can't take it off because I don't think I brought another piece with me. Oh, you know what? I can go back down and get another piece though. I think. I think I have. I think I have a mask. I did a mass deconstruct, but I have to do it again, like a big time. I need space for the new content, so I'm gonna have to start going through this. Like before I even touch the new content, I'm gonna have to go through my stash, and I'm gonna have to go through my inventory and start getting rid of all the junk that I don't need. I'm hoping I have a piece, because I'm not gonna be... Oh, I do. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna switch this out. Because I want to try something. I don't know if I have it on me. Oh, I do. Walk up and swat somebody in the face.
Rogue striker drone detected.
Oh, it's gonna be a drone round, isn't it? It looks like it.
Hostile drone detected.
Oh, come on. That's not happening. I want to punch somebody in the face, so I'm going back down to go back up. So it's not a drone round. I can't punch a drone in the face. I mean, I guess you could, kind of, but it's not the same. You know, I'm not going to touch on that actually. Hopefully it's not another drone round again, or we're coming back down, because... It'll be rogue agents, my luck. Still, so you won't be able to try it out. Okay, I gotta bait the shotgunner guy to come in here. Because I want to punch him in the face. He'll come, he'll come. He always comes. Thank you, that just gave me a special ammo.
Don't let up. Over here. Wait, no. This is downward. Hostile civilian target.
Bringing your friends in here, are you? Oh. Okay. Oh, you taking advantage of that, eh, you little bastard? Get out of my way. Where is this bitch? Did he die? Just want to make sure he's not hiding. Oh no. Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming right for your master. Nope. Oh my god, thank god that thing is healing you, bitch. Oh, you little bitch. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm just gonna gather up some damage. There. Eventually it stops healing you, unfortunately. That's one thing I've learned about that thing, is it might heal you for a while, but it does eventually stop healing. Which we're just gonna take it out. Okay, no more healing. Make sure nobody's gonna spawn behind me, because you know how that is. Makeshift repairs have kicked in. And we got a spammer who thinks he's awesome. We're gonna go up and punch him in the face.
Sending in.
Punch her in the face. Now where's your friend?
Letting them out.
We'll just avoid him. Oh no. That hurts me so much. Keep doing it, I want more. Where's that other guy? Oh, you little bitch. He's probably gonna kill me.
Trauma detected.
Yep.
Agent killed.
Okay. No, it was the robot behind me. I know. Little bitch went and hid. Now, what do I want to do? Okay, so now we're going to make it more difficult. I just wanted to try it out. I just wanted to try it out. It takes a little bit away. It's not bad, but I think you only get like, what, 15% weapon handling from that? So it doesn't make that much of an impact. It still has quite a bit of a jump. So
Signal
now I'm going to
failure
go back to what
detected.
I was going to do originally, what I normally do actually, sorry. So what I normally do when I run this is I run Technician. And then I run this. So that when they start hitting my shield like that, it heals. Then obviously I'm going to put the thing back and reverse it the way I had it.
We need you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
Agent in need of backup.
Where did you go? Oh, no. What am I going to put on here? Oh, yeah. Duh. Or, yeah, that's what I gotta do. Put that on. Put this back down the way it was. And check that out, check that out. So that's easy. Put this on. That should give me a whopping total of 175% headshot damage. This is where I really wish I had the Regulus. I have the Liberty though. The Liberty heals your shield. The Regulus does not heal your shield. So that is kind of what the drawbacks are between the two. Liberty heals your shield. Regulus does a lot of damage. So this is kind of the trade-off. But I mean, with the Regulus, if I had the Regulus, I probably wouldn't have to worry too much about damage to my shield, because whatever was in front of me would probably be dead long before it got near me. Whoop, I didn't get a chance to pick those. Oh, hold on. Getting messages here. The usual. Okay. So the thing with the Artificer that I really like is the fact that I see a lot of people doing this, right? And you don't need to do that. You can actually literally just keep it on you, and it will help you out. Now, if you want to help others out, then yeah, sure, do that. But if it's just you, no, just keep it on you.
Active terminal detected.
So what I usually do here is I usually start this and then I go off it, because I want the enemies to come out. But I don't want them to get to jump. I don't want them to corner me, basically.
I see the target. I have. I got one.
See, the more he hits me, the more I heal. When I hit him in the face, though. He doesn't like that. Doesn't really matter where I hit him, actually.
Feel that?
See, that's what most people do. If I was in a team, then I would probably share that, obviously. So I'll do it again. I'll do it as much as I can, then I'll get off it.
All
basically I want to cut off their angle on me. I'll let this go all the way now. So that's why I stand in the doorway. I'm using glass. I'm using glass with Punch Drunk. I'm using the Providence one too, so perfect glass. With the Foundry set. Artificer and the Liberty. Because I don't have the Regulus yet. I'm waiting for the new content so that I can target loot the future initiative, because the backpack and the chest piece and like for both systems are going to be in the general loot pool. So, and that's starting tomorrow. So I'll be able to pick that up, because basically what I have left to get the Regulus is I just have to get that backpack submitted. Like, get the backpack, submit it, go do the raid, kill each boss, pick up the exotic components that they drop, come back to the White House, put it together, and I've got the Regulus. Or I still do the mission, and I still do the thing, but if I'm in a group of 8 people, obviously, there's like 7 chances, well, yeah, there's 7 chances that I can get it without even putting it together. Right? Because I'm pretty sure that a lot of the people that I'm going to be jumping in raids with probably already have it. I know at least a couple of them for sure do. So there's a good chance it's going to drop for one of them before I even get to the last component. It's just I'll get 2 Reguluses if I. See, he's trying to get around me. No, no, no. Not gonna happen. Even if I take a hit, as long as it's not drastic, 'cause if I take a hit, my thing will still kick in, even because that's the thing with this gear set. Well, I want to do a raid. So somebody asked a question the other day, not here, but like this was like the Ubisoft chat, like when the Ubisoft did their thing. Somebody asked them if the raid exclusive items were going to become part of the general loot pool because of the fact that they're going to let the Foundry and Future Initiative backpack and chest piece become part. And they didn't even hesitate. He didn't even hesitate. He's like, no, that's not going to happen. He's like, then what's the point of doing a raid if we put everything into the general loot pool? And he's right. What's the point? You won't do them, right? People do the raids because they want to. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what he said. That's basically what he said, because they were asking about the exotics. And he's like, no, it's never going to happen. Because then there's no point in doing raids. Because there's going to be nothing to get, right? Because you've already got it. It's part of the you know what I mean? Kind of a silly question to ask, to be honest. I kind of wish they would have answered a more, I don't know, a better question, I guess. Instead of you answering that one, he should have just said, next question, please. Like, it should have been just an automatic thing. I mean, it's obvious why they would never do that. Right? You might as well just forget. You might as well take the raids out of the game if that was the case. That's like, this is a little bit off topic. I don't like to center anybody out, so I'm not going to mention this person's name. I think this was about maybe a month or 2 ago. I was playing Conflict. It's not, you know what? I was never that person either, but it's not actually as hard as you think. It's pretty straightforward. Once you know how to do it, it's pretty straightforward. It's worth it. I mean, I know the Regulus is worth it because I've seen people using it, and it's pretty nasty. The problem is, you got to think too. you're not really gonna have to worry about healing your shield too much if you got the Regulus. Whereas the Liberty, you kind of have to do. Well, I mean, it does heal your shield anyways, but anyways, I was gonna say about a month or two ago, there was a very high-profile streamer. I'm not gonna say who. Um, he plays the Division all the time, and he was in a conflict match on our team, and everything was good. Um, he got switched over to the other team in the second part, like when we searched again, he was on the other team. I was using an explosive delivery build, very powerful build the way I run it, because I run my explosive delivery with hardwired, so I can keep spamming that explosiveness. I was killing him like crazy, and I was killing his team like crazy with this build. So the match was like, it was they were under a mercy rule, and it didn't take very long for us to get them under the mercy rule quick. Anyways, he left long before the mercy rule ran out, and the very next day, because I have Twitter as well, and because I like the Division, it shows me like other streamers' stuff when they post on Twitter. And I came across this tweet by him, which was the very next day after this match. And he said, plain as day, he said, there needs to be a way for them to shut off skills in PvP. And I kind of sat there and I was like, what in the hell is he talking about? And then it clued into what he was talking about. He was talking about a match that he was in the night before, which would have been with me, and he was getting killed, and he was getting mad because it was like one-shotting him. And I was like, isn't that a part of the game? Like, you don't hear us bitching about DPS builds, right? If we're using a skill build, you don't hear us going, oh my god, those damn DPS builds. They should shut those off. Might as well shut the game down then, right? Anyways, I just kind of laughed to myself, and it was crazy. I was like, are you kidding me? I can't believe somebody of this caliber would be saying something like this. And knowing that all these people are watching this and seeing this. And actually, come to think of it, I was streaming that night as well. And people saw this. And they were like, wow. Some of the people were like, wow, I can't believe he just left. There's another one too. There's been a couple of big streamers that I've went against in the thing and killed, and they quit. They literally quit. Because I am Canadian. But I don't say sorry. I know you hear a lot of videos saying, Canadians say sorry all the time. I'm not one of them. Sorry, I'm a little American in that sense. I don't say sorry. I'm like a hybrid. I live in Canada, but I have some American in me, in the sense that, I don't say sorry and stuff like that. There's other things too, but we're not going to get into that. So yeah, it makes me laugh because I've seen some videos where they're like, Canadians are always saying sorry. I'm like, yeah, I'm on console. I'm on PS5. Um, anyways, I was blown away by this guy's comment, and I didn't say anything obviously, but I just kind of kept it to myself, and I was like, wow, like, did I just see that right? But I mean, well, if somebody wants to play, sure. Yeah, I know you don't. Neither do I. That's why I said I have a little bit of American in me, because I don't say sorry for things like, that they would normally say sorry for. Uh, Let me see who I have on right now. I don't think anybody's on right now. I do see people coming back though. I've had a couple of messages from people that are like, I can see a lot of people coming back for tomorrow to see how it is. And then of course, you know, there's going to be people that are in there bitching about stuff too. You're going to get those people. Oh, you're Canadian? Yeah, I don't say sorry either. Depends on what it is. Sorry. I just said it. See? I don't say sorry when it's something. How do you say it? When you know you're right about something, I don't say sorry about it. If you're wrong, I mean, and it depends on the situation. It's usually only with my wife, uh, because you got to sleep with them, right? So you want to make sure you wake up in the morning. So you want to make sure you say sorry about that, right? If there's something going on there, because remember, you're at a disadvantage when you fall asleep. Nice. See, I don't think a lot of guys think about that. You know, the cocky guys that are married and they're like, I don't say, I don't. Well, my wife's always wrong, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what, buddy? You're making yourself an early grave because if she snaps one day, you got to go to sleep sometime. You can't sleep with one eye open. Just remember that. I don't. Whatever happened to that guy? There's one guy that I was playing with all the time, and I don't know whatever happened to there. Oh, I'm pretty sure I know what happened. So one night I had to go off. I had to get off, and because I was tired and I had to go to bed. And we were playing, and yeah, because I had to do that, the next day this guy friggin' like deletes me and everything. I'm like, wow, like I had to go to bed and you deleted me over that? Wow, that's crazy. But, uh, so perfect glass cannon. I'm still thinking of what I want to do with this. Got some blue. So if you're married, just remember you need to make sure everything's good with your wife every day. Because you sleep in the same bed. Even if you don't sleep in the same bed, you sleep in the same house. Okay? And they can get you, unless you're putting a padlock on the door. She's probably still going to get in anyways, but if you want to wake up in the morning, I would suggest you make sure that that's all good. Yeah. Oh, I'm not kidding. I've had friends that are like that kind of person that just they're always like tantalizing their wives, right? They're always tantalizing their wives, and I keep telling them like you're playing with fire there. And they're always like, "Oh, no, I'm not." I'm like, "Dude, you got to go to sleep in the same bed. Payback is a bitch. Do you want to wake up tomorrow?" And you see it in the newspaper. Man dies from being stabbed to death in his sleep. I wonder why. Nobody is on right now. That's the problem. It is morning though. Semi-morning, I guess. I don't know what time it is where you guys are, but it's 10:51 where I am. Probably most people's probably the same. Now there is one thing that well, I said this before. I said this before they even got this, but everybody was like, "What am I running?" I'm running. Whoops. I'm running Foundry with the backpack, and I'm also running Punch Drunk, and I'm also running Perfect Glass Cannon, which is on the Providence Defense set, which for one piece gives me 15% headshot damage, and then I've rolled. I've got 2 headshot damages on there. And then this gives you 20%
Agent requesting
headshot
backup.
damage. And I've got another headshot damage on there. Then I got 20% pistol damage, crit hit chance. And then I've got headshot damage thingies on the 4 pieces there. And then, of course, I'm running the Liberty, which gives you weapon damage every time you hit somebody below the head. As long as you hit them below the neck, sorry, the head. As long as you don't hit them in the head, it will give you 2% weapon damage. And it stacks 30 times, so that's 60% weapon damage. As long as you're not hitting in the head. If you do, sometimes you have to hit them in the head because your shield needs it. Usually when I run the Artificer, though, I don't really need to worry about hitting them in the head too much. Like for the heal. Because the Artificer heals my shield anyways. And actually, I was thinking about this. I'm really curious about this. So if you were to... Can you make the heal on your shield stronger by putting repair skill mods on your... You know what I mean? Whoops. These 3 pieces right here. Like you have the mods. If you put repair skills on all 3 of those things, I wonder if it would make this stronger and heal your shield for a stronger heal. It should, because it is a repair skill. Because when it heals you, like you, not your shield, if you put repair skills on it, it gives you some good heals. Basically, what it does is makes your heal stronger. But then I'd have to sacrifice. The problem here, the dilemma I'm having right here, is then I would have to sacrifice 3 headshot mods. Which would definitely take me out. See, I have 175% headshot damage on this weapon. Or sorry, let me do this again. On this weapon I have 175%. On this one I have 155. On this one, on my pistol, I have 215%. Sorry, let me correct that. Yeah. So on my pistol, I have 215.2% headshot damage.
I've got the biggest inventory in DC.
I forgot that when you go through each weapon, it changes, right? So yeah, my pistol is the strong. Well, I mean, my sniper rifle is probably stronger actually. Like this. No, I don't have it. So yeah, that's right. I'm running technician. So yeah. So yeah, my pistol has the strongest headshot damage. 215.2. Considering I'm running glass cannon, I mean, I think that's pretty decent. Give me 1 second. I don't know if anybody has went on to the if anybody's done the PTS at all or was a part of the PTS, but I'd like to know one thing. Expertise. What does it require for materials? Unfortunately, my PC is good enough to stream, but it's not good enough to. It's not good enough to play the PTA, the Division 2. Unfortunately, it's the graphics card. My graphics card in my PC is built in. Because that's somebody gave this to me, so I'm not going to complain. It's fast. It's just the graphics card sucks. So yeah, I just want to know what materials. Because believe me, if I would have been able to run it on my PC, I would have been running it and tried it out. Okay, so it's just like optimization. Somebody told me something like, one thing I do know for sure is somebody was telling me something about exotics. Named in exotics. Okay, that makes sense. So all those exotics that I get, extra exotics I get, I can just get rid of them. Okay. Now there is one thing that a lot of people were excited. See, a lot of people were excited about this content because they thought that the specialization revamp was coming with it. I already knew it wasn't because they're not ready. It's not ready. Like I said, it wasn't ready. Then when he confirmed that on the stream, I was like, I already knew this. It's probably gonna be like a summertime thing, like later into the summer is when you're gonna see that. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember this correctly, when they were talking about it, like when they first started talking about it, they want to introduce those back into the dark zone. So there's a lot of balancing that I think that they have to do to make sure they're not too overpowering. But they want them to be powerful, but they don't want them to be like crazy, like insanely super powerful. Go into conflict. Go into conflict and let the other team get the nice. Let the other team get the specialization thing that drops, and then let them use fire. Let them just touch you with the fire, the flamethrower. All they have to do is literally just touch you with it, and you're dead. And by the time you try to heal, you're dead. It doesn't matter what you have. I mean, I think Hazard might protect you from it, but I don't think so. Like, the fire part of it might protect you from it, but you're still going to take some damage. And the reason why I say that is because when I use my Seeker Mine, like my Air Burst Seeker Mine, if I hit a robot with it, it doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't catch the robot on fire, but if I look carefully, it does do damage. Let me see if I can get it out and try it on those robots. I don't want to do that. I'll do it another time. It does, though. I was doing it the other day to the robots. It was actually pretty funny. It was doing 500,000 damage when it landed on them. It's just they obviously didn't catch on fire. It said immune, right?
We need you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while.
It's like when somebody runs a full hazard build and you throw a hive at them. Even though they're not going to bleed, it'll say immune to the bleed, but when the hive hits them, it's still going to hurt them. It's just they're not going to bleed. That's what a lot of people misunderstand about that. So if I'm running what I'm running right now, like let's say I have a perfect sacrifice that's yellow as well. I turned it into a yellow build or a yellow piece just for that. If I put that on, and what I usually do is I usually run like hardwired, so I can do it quick. I can keep doing it. My hive hits like 1.5 million per hit. Even against people that have hazard. It's just they don't bleed, right? That's the only thing that happens is they don't bleed. But the hive itself is gonna hurt. That's the thing that people, like I said, people misunderstand. Same thing with the explosive secret mine. That's why I use it anyways, because I don't care if somebody's running hazard. Because again, if I'm running glass cannon and I throw the explosive secret mine at them, it's not going to make them bleed, but they're going to take a shitload of damage when it explodes. They're still going to take damage. So I have regular glass cannon as well that I use. And that one is a little bit different because I've got it rolled onto a China light piece.
Rogue agent detected.
I've got it rolled onto a China light piece so that I can literally get the explosive damage out of it as well, on top of the skill damage that I've got rolled on everything. Mix and match type thing. And it kills pretty good too. There's a third one that I use as well that has explosive delivery on a China light piece as well. That thing is devastating. When I throw if you're hiding behind here, and I throw a secret mine like even here, and that initial explosion hurts. It does like 1.7 million just for the explosion, and then when the secret mine detonates right after that, it's another 4 or 5 million. Now the whole thing with these guys is you want to make sure these guys cannot get behind you.
Restore hive detected. Detected.
Oh, he's tickling me again. Oh, nope. See, this guy's trying to corner me. Oh, I got bad aim today. Oh, Jesus.
I'll get that agent.
Put it this way, if this was human, it would have been dead. It would have definitely been dead by now. We can do this all day, buddy. I don't have time though.
Rogue agent eliminated.
I've got so many different. Oh my god, I've got so many point mans. Let me see what they dropped here. I don't need any more perfect vanguards. I probably should pick it up and deconstruct it, but first let me deal with my shit in my inventory. That's why I like using the artificer though, because when in the times where I can't immediately get a headshot, at least it will give me like a nice chunk back. When I do hit in the head, it's pretty hard. It's like I quite a few shots I took were like over 2 million. 1.8 right there. Night night. See, I don't want him to get an angle on me, right? So gotta watch out for the spammer. He'll run to his master in a minute. Or maybe he won't. They usually do. Or did I already kill his master? Maybe I already killed him. There's another one. Okay, so I'm... Oh, gotta watch out for that. Oh, he blinded me. Where's that song? Oh, you know what? There's a big guy too. I can hear him. They've got 2 robots and a big guy. That's not fair. All right, we're gonna settle this right now. We're gonna lock this down. This might be hard. I just gotta watch my back.
Immediate medical assistance
I
needed.
can't see. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. I couldn't see and I still killed him. Whew! Shit.
Keep them off our flanks.
Somebody has weak toes. Thank you very much, buddy. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you. I was just looking over at this big guy that I was trying to kill. This is the only... I have another set that... Considering I'm running glass cannon, I can't believe I survived that showdown with that big guy. I'm not surprised in another sense because I'm using... This backpack makes a big difference. I've never seen the chest piece before because I donated it, so I don't know what the chest piece does. I don't know what the chest piece does, to be honest. I'm sure it's good. I'll find out tomorrow. Well, no, I won't find out tomorrow because I won't be playing until probably Sunday or Monday. Because so we sold our trailer because we got a new one. It's more like a cottage to me. I mean, it's huge. But we got a new one. So we gotta basically move everything out of that, put in the new one. Plus the kids want to go they want to go swimming. I doubt that's going to happen. I already told them that. I said, don't get your hopes up. It's still cold here. It's not warm yet. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, because in the like when we get right into the heart of the summertime, there's a couple things I gotta do coming up in June. In June I go to Niagara Falls for like 3 or 4 days, and then in August I'm going to Nova Scotia for like a week and a half or something like that. So I gotta make sure that. So I'm trying to plan this out so that I can make some content now. You know what I mean? I can make a bunch of content now, save it. As long as it's private, it doesn't matter when you release it. It goes by when you actually release it. It doesn't matter. So if I make content today and I don't put it out for 6 months, this is what I'm saying. I won't get penalized by YouTube for not putting it out. It's because it doesn't count until it comes out. It doesn't go by upload. It goes by when it actually gets released. So what I'm going to do is every 2 or 3 days, I'm going to have it automatically set up so that it releases the videos while I'm away, so that I don't, because I strongly believe that when you go away for like a week, I know they say that you don't get penalized for it, but I think you do. I honestly think you do. You have to regain your momentum is what what I'm trying to say. Pretty sure that's how it goes. Why are you running from me? What are you scared of? I think he's genuinely scared of me. Oh, he's scared. Well, that's why he's scared. Now I'm starting to rip him open. He is not doing a lick of damage to my shield. He is, but it's not really mattering because the thing heals it so quick. Did I just cancel out his skill? Whoa, didn't see you there. Hello, whoa, I got somebody behind me. I'm gonna try to get an angle on this guy. Screw the distraction, I'm gonna ignore the extraction. That's all it really is a distraction. Oh, my aiming is off today. Ooh, trying to snipe me from behind. I'm not worried about his little robot that he keeps out, because it doesn't bother me whatsoever. It's just a distraction.
Here's one.
Should I beat her down? Yeah, I should. Mercy or just beat her in the face? Like, I mean, I could sit here all day while she hits me, but no mercy. No mercy. Complete floors. Okay, so I'm at 7 of 30. So one thing I like about this gear set a lot is how strong it is. Now, that's why I said I've never tried the chest piece out, because I've had it, but I donated it, so I never got to... Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, no. No. Sorry. Oh my god. Ah. Is it showing now? I I hit the wrong button. So I meant to show a message. So The reason why I've got this set up the way I do is because I have about 10 to 12 trolls that, I mean, as you get bigger, you start to get some trolls. It's not a lot, but it can be annoying. So I've set up a lot of the comments. If certain words get triggered, it will ask me if I want to approve it or deny it. Like, so it won't show the message. It'll ask me if I want to say yes or no to it, depending on what it is. And I do that for a reason. Okay, so you are... Let me just go in here. I'm not minimizing the game. I'm minimizing it for a second, but I'm still here. Let me just... I'm still here. I just had to minimize to do this. I can't see that. There we go. Holiday. I think I did that right. There we go. Okay, so I've added you. Or sort of, I sent the request. I'm just hoping that, that your message is showing now. I think it is. I can see it now, but I accidentally hit the wrong one when I went to click on it. I hit hide, and then I was like, no, on hide. Now, if I wouldn't have had the artificer on me when I was fighting that big guy, he probably would have killed me because he would have broke my shield. So the artificer does save your life a lot of times too, right? When you don't have when you can't quite get a headshot right away. Because I don't like to get a headshot. So the thing with this gun is you gotta let the stacks build up a little bit, right? So, because it gives you 3% per stack to heal your shield, and it gives you 2% weapon damage. So you want to make sure that you're going to be able to heal a good chunk of your shield back. So you got to start hitting them in the chest a couple, I would say at least 10-15 times to make it viable. I wish I could have some more weapon handling on this though. It would make life way easier. See, the thing with this gun when you're going sideways, is you can still hit things, but it's really harder. It's much harder to do because it jumps so much, so you got to try to compensate for the jump. When you're moving, it's harder because this thing's got a lot of jump. But mind you, I can take a licking pretty good, so this is why I'm building my stacks on that robot though, because if the other guys rush me and start eating up my shield, at least I can headshot them and get it back. You just gotta watch your angles on the shield, right? Because if I'm like this, if I turn too much that way, see how he's getting me with splash damage? And I got him in a headshot because he pissed me off. See, the more they hit me, the faster my actual armor on my actual guy comes back. At least that's what it seems like anyways. It seems the more damage it takes. I think it's because it's constantly refreshing it. It's hard to hit them when you're moving. I can hit him no problem because he's a big target, but you make the things a little bit smaller and it makes things a lot tougher to hit. Now, one thing I don't want him to do is get behind me. And he's trying to get behind me. That was over 2 million that hit. Now, if I switch over to, I can also switch over to the other as well, right? I have it on me. I think I have it on me. Yeah, right here. I can put perfect headhunter on as well, which means I can do some massive damage. So if I get a headshot finish, the next shot, whether it's a headshot or not, is going to do a lot of damage no matter where it hits. That's another one I use as well with this. Obviously, I'm going to put headshot damage on. Where did I put that one? I had another one. That brings me to 100 side, so I lost 13% headshot damage, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage anyways. Now, I think if I'm correct on this, I heard that the Regulus has headshot damage on it as one of the things. So it probably goes hand in hand with the Punch Drunk for sure. And a Providence chest not a chest piece, but anything Providence. Even one piece of that is like 15% headshot damage. That. Wait, what? He threw a grenade at me, but it never went off.
Swing around. Got a fresh mag. Roger, your target. You're dead.
Oh yeah, there it is. Whoa.
Serious trauma.
No visual from here.
That was nice, actually.
You're good to go.
3 million. Okay. Oh, where's that robot? Where's that robot? I just want to shoot him. Oh, I just did 2 million to him. Okay, come here, robot. Come here, buddy. 2.9 million. I love this. This is one thing I love about this gear set is the fact that you can get taken down to no armor at all, and then, like, as soon as they start attacking your shield, then you don't give them that angle anymore. You heal up so quick. Heal me. Why is... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, why is the artificer not doing its job? Suddenly? He's probably secretly calling to his buddies, come on, help me out, guys! I'm getting my ass handed to me. Oh, headshot. Fatality.
Tango's in my sight.
Another headshot. Uh-oh.
Copy that. No quarter.
Another headshot, that's 6 million damage. Let me hit that robot. Let me hit that robot. Oh, son of a bitch. I got somebody over here hiding. Come on, let me hit that. Let me hit that robot. That did a lot of damage. That was like 6 million damage that I just did to him. How are you healing? Headshot. Yeah, I know. So if you chain them together, that's the other thing too. When you chain the headshots together like that, because I believe it goes by damage per time. That one guy, I hit him in the head and I did like 6 point some odd million damage to his head. He died instantly, obviously. If I was to hit something the third time after getting 2 headshots in a row, I believe it does like 12 million damage or more. I've done it with this before, so. Now, if only, well, this would be ridiculous. That's why you cannot do that. But could you imagine if this was, like, instead of Headhunter being a chest piece, if it was a backpack, and you threw glass cannon on with that? Whew! I can only imagine how much damage you could put out. And it would be the new meta. It would definitely be a new meta. I've tried this in PvP with glass instead of this, instead of like the Headhunter, and it actually isn't too bad. Obviously, you got to watch out for people that are using like the disruption, like the jammer pulse. That can be a problem. But I'm running this with Foundry. I did run it with System Corruption one time, and it was actually kind of funny because the one guy kept trying to use his jammer pulse on me, and it wasn't working. Like, my shield didn't go away because System Corruption gives you 40% disrupt resistance for having, I think, 3 pieces, and it also gives you pulse resistance as well, which is 40% as well. So, and your specialization gives you 50% pulse resistance, so that's 90%. Unfortunately, they need to fix this too. This is something they need to fix. So, if people run Spotter the traditional way, which is without the attachment, where they actually use pulse, when I run System Corruption the way I run it with the stuff on it, nobody sees me on the map. They can't even, it doesn't show me. I'm immune to pulse. If they use the technician attachment, which is bullshit, it ignores my resistance to pulse. I know this because we tested it out. Like, he was right there and he was pulsing me, and it wasn't working, like he was doing it the ordinary way. And then he shot me, and of course, he didn't get his spotter, right, because he couldn't pulse me. So then he put his attachment on, and guess what happened? Didn't matter. my resistance didn't matter to it. His spotter kicked in. So that needs to be fixed. In my opinion, that needs to be fixed because that's horseshit. What is the point of having a resistance to pulse if they can just throw an attachment on and ignores the fact that you've got resistance to it? That just doesn't make sense. And I never knew this. I always wondered why people use technician. Well, I kind of knew that, why they did. But when they were using pulse, they use pulse. So some people use both. They use the attachment and they use pulse. Simply because some people don't have resistance to pulse, so they can still pick them up with the regular one. And they run both. Some people, well, the smart ones run both because if they see you, their spotter is going to work. But if they actually use the pulse, it's not going to pick you up, right? So if there's 4 of us in a group, only 3 of us, or only 3 of them that are with me are going to show up on the thing. They're not going to see me. Which is good, in one sense. Because that makes me very dangerous, because they can't see me, unless they actually physically see me. I wish they would have, to be honest, I wish they would have brought the content out today, because I'm actually here. I know they waited another day. But I don't know why they're waiting. I guess I think it's a PlayStation thing or whatever system thing. Yeah, well that's what I mean, right? That attachment acts like a third skill. But the problem with the extension is the fact that it's ignoring my resistance to pulse. When they hit me, their spotter's kicking in, right? That's why they're doing it. Like I said, we went into the dark zone and tried this. We went at this at different angles. Me and somebody that I play with. We went at this at different angles. He went rogue. We tested it out. And I noticed that his spotter kicked in as soon as he started using the attachment. Because when he tried to do a general pulse on me, it didn't work. It didn't even affect me at all. That's when I came to the conclusion. I was like, okay, so this is why I keep getting cheesed by spotter builds, because they're using the technician attachment, and it's ignoring your resistance. But there's a counter to this, right? So that attachment ignores your resistance to pulse, and I'm going to show you something else. This talent that I'm going to show you right here, where is it? Right here. This talent called explosive delivery ignores your explosive resistance. So there's 2 things in the game that I know of for sure that ignore resistances. This is one of them. So when I see a hazard build, I put explosive delivery on, because I know that it's going to ignore the resistance. And I know this because I've tested it in conflict and PvP. And I did the full amount of damage to them when they exploded. Not only that, I also noticed that my secret mine was also doing its full damage too as well. So I was kind of confused on that. So I kind of put 2 and 2 together and went, well, I think it's ignoring, so we did some testing with this thing too. And yeah, sure enough, I'm doing maximum damage, and it's not even getting like nerfed down by their resistance at all. So I think this talent kind of interferes with explosive damage, and basically it's like, screw that, you don't have resistance to this. Because I throw my, let me put this on for a minute just as a joke. I'll put I'll put this on. So what I like about this is the fact that, like I said, if somebody's hiding in cover and you throw this baby at them, see that gray circle? That gray circle will go right through the cover and get them. Even if he's hiding like an ordinary grenade, as long as it's not like, or even here, sorry. An ordinary grenade, like just a frag grenade, or concussion grenade, whatever. If it lands right there, and I'm right here, it's not going to hurt me. If it's a fire one, obviously it's going to get me through cover. I believe it's any status can go through the cover as well. But this explosive delivery is what I'm saying is, it goes through the cover, whereas some don't go through the full cover. But this thing, as long as that circle goes around it, and it usually does, it will get them. And it will do maximum damage. So even though they have explosive resistance on, it's not going to matter. And when that seeker mine detonates right after that, it's also going to do full damage. I'm used to doing this because I usually run hardwired and it comes back. Now I want to have some fun. Now, here's another build that I've been working on. I usually use the vial mask. Not explosive. This is explosive delivery, but the one I've been working on is actually, I've been using it for a while now. Is actually, where is it? Where'd I put it? No, where'd I put it? Ah, there it is. So I've got glass cannon on a china piece. And so what I do is I use the shield. I use the big shield. And because when I use a skill, it will come back just like the hive. When I pull it out, like when I take my shield down and put it back up, it will reactivate basically the cooldown will be gone. Because it has, on this build, I have about, 13.2 million on my shield. Now, I don't know what it is about this, per se, but when those gunner things hit my shield, it's actually not as bad as it was when I put the other on, which is really weird. When I put perfect glass cannon on, for some reason, so anyways, getting to the point of this, it doesn't matter if I'm using this one or the multis. Obviously, if I'm going to use this, I need to use the single one, right? Or I take this off and I put this on and I do this. This doesn't really make sense because I've got a shield, but when it goes the other way, it will. But that allows me to use the multis. Or I don't have to even do that. I could. And here's the thing that I've been caught up with. So somebody was like, why aren't you using the waveform, right? Because you get 30% skill damage, right? But that's the problem. If I'm using a shield with a skill, then it doesn't make sense for me to do that. So to counter that, I put a piece of this on, right? So 30% skill damage, there's 20 right there. I got 10 there, and then I get 10 for one piece, so that's 20. So I'm going to lose 10% skill damage. Big fucking deal. But it's going to be consistent is what I'm saying, right? I love the waveform, don't get me wrong, when you're using two skills, two damage skills. Yes, it's great. But when you're using it the way I'm using it, it doesn't make sense for me to use that because I'm going to have to keep waiting for it to go to the other side, you know what I mean? So it's going to be stupid. So avoid the rush, put a piece of wyvern on to counter that. Gives you 20% instead of 30. That's good enough. Big deal, you lose 10%. When you see how much damage I'm about to do, you'll see why it doesn't really matter. But I need 1 second, I gotta grab a drink of water.
You have been promoted to group leader. Another agent is now in your group.
Oh shit, sorry buddy, I was just grabbing a drink. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you'll probably also notice that the load times when you're fast traveling, or even going to the summit, you'll notice as well. Okay. Yeah. Let me tell you something before we get going. After having COVID, I used to be able to run like no problem. But after having COVID, I feel like it's like done something. I get it of breath. So here we go. Watch this baby. Oh, he knows what's gonna happen. That's why he's running away. Oh, we got Robot City, do we? Just gotta watch the robots up top. $5 million. Did you see that? $5 million from a friggin' multi-seeker mine. I just did 5 million damage to that guy with the friggin' multis. Nice. I just gotta remember I don't want to be in the circle of that thing when it goes off, or it will be an instant kill. Oh, what's it going after? Oh, it did 4.2 million to that. That's a multi. That's my multis. That's not normal for them to do that much damage. But it's because of the fact that I'm running a China Light with glass cannon, and I've got skill damage on all this shit. Everything. So my single one does really crazy damage, almost 7 million sometimes. I use it in PvP all the time. It's actually kind of funny. Watch them die quick. I don't use the multis in PvP though, because they don't work as good. Sometimes they don't trigger as much. Actually, they don't trigger at all. You know it sucks when you throw your multis and you see 3 people there and you throw your multi ones at them and it comes back to you. And you're like, what? Like, that needs to be fixed.
Right on it!
4.5 million on that guy. Wow. Those are my multis. 4.5, 3.7. That's a multi-seeker mine, friends. $5 million. Only 1.8 on the thing there. Getting into some trouble here. Oh boy, does that ever do some nice damage. I love it. I love the chaos this thing causes. There's so much damage coming out of these multis. Oh my god, look at all those millions of friggin' damages. It's crazy. Normally when you see a multi-seeker mine hit something, it's like 2 million, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, that's pretty good. But when you see your multi-seeker mine hitting for 5 million, 4.5, 4.2, 3.8, it's always above, well above what I just mentioned, and you're like, wow. And sometimes it does, sometimes I've seen them do 1.8, and it's because when the NPC tries to jump out of the way, it just gets their toe or something, so it shrinks the damage a little bit. I've got enough of those pieces. Obliterate. Yeah, I believe I got the key. If this is a key one, I believe I already picked it up. It should be down here. No. What do we got here? What? You know, one thing I did learn, though? No. Here comes the to-do list. 1, 2, 3. Hold on a second. Hey, what's up? Sorry, I'm just trying to see what's going on here and getting messages. Oh, of course you want that. Hold on a second. Let me answer this. There we go. Continue. Oh, something over here. Don't forget this. Ah, there you go. Let me see. I didn't think that through, did you? What? I bet you noticed a lot, though. Once I went PS5, it's like I could never go back. I could not. I know that's sad to say, but I couldn't. No. Every game that I play, like, there's one game I play, is it called Days Gone or something? I can't remember. It's been a while since I played it, but that game normally on PS4 took forever to load. But on PS5, it's so quick. Like, I started doing things and I was like, oh, I'm already in the menu? What? What? Okay, that's just crazy. I'm getting like a list. Oh, what's up? Oh.
Maxed out gloves.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, I can pick that up. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know what's the one that's in here. There was one I was looking at for this one because I need expansion because I was under the impression this drive was going to be a 1 terabyte. Okay, so when you look at the box, on the PS5 box. It says 825 gigabytes, and you're like, okay, cool. So it's a 1 terabyte drive, and there's 825 left over. Well, that's not true. So when you load it up, it's actually 667 because it's an 825 gigabyte hard drive, right? Because I'm usually, yeah. I was like, wow. So they cheaped out on the friggin' hard drive. Like they're, like my PS4 had a 1 terabyte hard drive to start. Then I upgraded it.
Incoming. High risk hostile.
Hey, not too much. $5 million damage off of multi-seeker mine. That's crazy. Another 4.2. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, not too much. What's this body armor I just picked up? Mad Bomber. I'm gonna pick this up because I want to try that out. Oh, never mind. It's already in my system. Ooh, AUG. I love AUGs. It's been a while since I've used one though. Oh, we got a box here. Wyvern, skill damage, and adrenaline rush on it. Interesting. There we go. Honey Badger, I've got quite a few of those. One assault rifle ammo, that's how much ammo I'm using from my other guns. Nice. Okay. Oh, I gotta press continue. I think the thing that was really nice about that stream that they did was the fact that they said this content that's coming out tomorrow is not it, and neither is the revamp. There's more. There's a whole year of content coming out.
Shade tech detected.
And he was hinting at the fact that if more people play the game, his bosses will probably do more content again for another year.
Rogue sniper turret detected. Rogue striker drone detected.
Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Rogue assault turret detected.
I've never used Mad Bomber really. He was flying like an eagle, he was. Oh, I hear that. That's one thing I like about this headset is I can hear really good. Oh shit.
Vital signs critical.
It's okay. Not worried. Because that's why I'm not worried. Because my multi-seeker mines do like... You know, there was a really cool game. It looked cool, okay, so, and I regret doing this. I don't know, that werewolf game that was like pure PS5 game, I bought it when it was brand new, so I paid like, what, 80 bucks? Right? 80 bucks for the game. I played it and I was like, are you kidding me? Can I get a refund? Unfortunately, I didn't know this, but as soon as you download the game, you can't get a refund. So the game looked cool, and I was like, what a disappointment. So it sits in my digital library, collecting dust, because it's like, what am I going to do with it? Oh, hello, 3.6 million damage off a multi-seeker mine. Oh, look at all that damage. Yeah, no, I got the digital. Well, you know what? If I wouldn't have got what I got, I would never have gotten a PS5. Because I didn't get it. Oh shit. I didn't get a choice with mine. And I'll tell you in a minute after this big guy goes away. Where's the opening? Where's the opening? No, that's not it. Heal, 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 heal. Drone time. He's like, I got you now. And I'm like, no you don't, because I can do it again. He's like, I got you. I'm like, no you don't. I can do it again. Just stay away from the grenadier for a minute. Oh, don't cheese me with that. Come on. That's rude. He's like, I'm gonna get you with my big gun. No, you're not. You're gonna die like a good little girl. I'm coming, Martha. No, no, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the grenadier guy that was shooting grenades at me. I thought that was rude because he kept trying to kill me with his stupid grenades. What the? A boot! You know what I mean, laddie? What's my views on the new update? Well, it looks cool, and I just hope that it doesn't create new problems in the DZ or conflict, because I don't know how that's going to work out, right? Because of all these new changes. Because they didn't really go for PvP, right? So, but they did make changes that could affect it. It could be good or bad. Okay, I'm gonna try to get you up. Hold on. Why do they always have to be so rude like this? Like, I'm trying to get you up, they see that, and they're like, no, 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 get those up in the air. Good God's sakes. I'm just gonna have to kill this bitch. She's just gonna keep doing that every time I try to get you up. There, you're back alive. I think it's gonna make really bad. I was gonna get you up, but like when you have those little drone operators, that's what they do. They'll just constantly keep churning out drones at you because they know that I'm trying to get you up. And it's annoying because somehow it makes me like stop getting you up, which is retarded, but okay. I'm hyped too. I like it. I'm kind of pissed because I have to go away for like 3 days, so I won't even get to touch the content. So I'm kind of mad about that. I mean, I guess I could wait another 3 days. Not that I want to, but unless I misread her. Okay, let me just send a message so I can see if this is going to be. I think I read this right. I'm taking a shot in the dark here. Just give me a second. I might have misread the way she was thinking. Or the way she was mentioning this. I hope she is. I really do. Wait. Let me read this again. Ah, no. No, it is tomorrow. Okay. No, okay. Glad I asked.
Nearby hostage situation detected.
Oh, boy. That's where these guys come in handy right now. He's dropping a healing thing.
Stand by behind that.
I'm trying to read this at the same time, read this message.
Stay the fuck away.
Okay, I am super confused as to what the hell she's doing this weekend. I am so confused.
Reload.
It's like women. Not all women. Let me just justify this here for a minute. But certain ones, like mine, they tell you what's gonna happen, but they don't tell you, like, how do you say it? They don't tell you properly, so you misunderstand them like 99.9% of the time. You think that it's something else when it's not. It's indeed something totally different. The more she sends me messages, the more confused I'm getting. She's got every day just, I don't know what's going on. We'll just go, well, we'll go with that. I don't know what the F is going on. I guess we're going, I don't know. Like, can we be more clear? Like, I just want a simple answer. Because she's telling me, like, Saturday we're doing this and this and this, and that has nothing to do with going up there. So I don't know, like, are we going Sunday? Like, I'm confused. I might have to call her to find out. Or you get these, like, paragraph after paragraph of trying to explain to you what it is, and you're like, that still doesn't make sense. You got to be careful on, like, how you say it, though, because you don't want to, like, cause a problem, even though it is a problem.
I'll cover you.
Oh, he's bringing people back to life. That's not good. Oh, his thing is bringing things back to life. Okay. That'll be enough of that. Oh, that guy just went flying, like, sideways. I don't even know how to explain that. Like, it threw him sideways, face first into the thing. Like somebody picked him up and whipped him across the room. I'm telling you, this is like my build that I just love right now. It does so much damage. Let me switch to my single one. Okay, how many paragraphs do I have to read now? Okay, so I might, oh, shit. Oh boy, okay. I think I understand what she means now, I think. Just don't get me wrong here, but... So what I think she's trying to tell me in her gibberish language that they call, something. I just did 6 million damage to that guy with a single Seeker Mine. .1. A single Seeker Mine doing 6... Okay. So you probably understand what I mean by this gibberish language that they use, and you're trying to decipher it. But you want to make sure you do it right, because you don't want, you know what I mean. You don't want to be bitch fest 99. Because they think you're retarded, because you don't understand what they mean. And that's literally what it is. They do. They think you're retarded when you don't understand what they mean. Like, how could you not understand this language? Everybody else does. No, they don't. Just you. Yeah, no, that, I don't know if that would, how that would work out. Probably get the silent treatment for 2 days or 3 days. Till she decides to figure out how she's going to get you back. Which could be in a different way. So here's how they get you back. So we don't do this because, I don't think we're as cold as that. But when we get them back, it's different. But when they get us back, it's going to be something along the lines of what happened 6 years ago is suddenly coming up to get refreshed. And you're like, okay, that was like 6-7 years ago. What the hell? I'm still paying the price for that? Now, the silent treatment's my favorite. I think I've figured it out, though. You just got to do it right back to them, and they hate that. Just be nice, but don't really talk back to them, and it's kind of do the same thing back. It ends pretty quick. My wife hates when I'm really nice to her when she's pissed at me. Oh, she hates it. Drives her nuts. I always get the, why are you being so nice? Like, you better say sorry. And you're like, why? I didn't do anything. Why am I apologizing all the time? I don't say sorry. I'll tell you what you don't say. Yeah, I hope she's not doing that. Because she did, she's like, oh, I saw you have a channel. I was like, oh shit. Yep, I do. She's probably sitting there right now going, yeah, you wait till I get home, motherfucker. Oh, that's the other thing they do too. Like, so when they see something you've done, they don't immediately call you out on it. They wait. They let it fester and get worse. And then they wait for the right moment. When your guard's down.
Terminal in hostile control.
And then all of a sudden it'd be like, so, you did this today? What? Where did this come from? And she'll be nice. They don't give you silent treatment when there's something they want to jump on you about. It's always, they always act normal. Like nothing's going on. And then, boom! Yeah, exactly. all you can do is go, what the just happened? Or the other thing that I get is a lot of is, I asked you this a week ago, and you're like, you want me to remember something that happened 7 days ago. There's so many things that have happened in that time period. And you're trying to go through it and think about it. Okay, well there's been like a million things going on, so let me see if I can just kind of pick those out. I think the most, and when they get together with their friends and there's more girls in the room, it's even worse. You come into the room and they're looking at you and you're like, why are they staring at me?
Destroyed.
It's because she said something to them and you don't know it. You've been up since when? 6 o'clock? Yeah, that's great. My daughter gets me up every day. It varies, but it's usually around the same. So when I used to work in this one kitchen, there was one kitchen that I worked in particular. I don't forget it because, yeah, well, I was the only guy in the kitchen, and yeah. Let's just say when one of them gets their period, it's like a multi-thing. It's like they all are in sync. Kind of like the Borg, if you know who the Borg is. It's like the Borg from Star Trek. Yeah. They're not trying to assimilate you though.
Agent detected.
They're trying to do the opposite. And I know this, and she's like, "Oh, I never tell my I never tell my female friends anything about you." I'm like, "Really? So why is she asking me about certain things?" Cuz nobody knows that but you. Well, I didn't tell her. Well, I certainly didn't. Right? And you're like trying to figure it out. Oh, I forgot it was rogue agents. In that case, give me a second to switch this up. I'll just switch over to the single one. Hopefully I don't die doing this.
Rogue blinder firefly detected.
Oh, you want to use fireflies?
Rogue explosive trap detected.
Hold on. Okay.
Rogue fixer drone detected.
Oh. It's like they know I'm running. Oh, you little bitch. Oh. It's because of it's too close quarters. Oh, you little bastards. Alright, hold on. I was gonna be nice, but they're using shrapnel traps now. We're gonna have to just be a prick now. He's like, I'm gonna run away because I'm so cool. That's not gonna help you, buddy. You know why it's not gonna help you? Now who's laughing about shrapnel traps?
Detected.
No, I just do this. I keep using the shrapnel traps. Like that. And they just, you know, they usually stupid and run into them. One of them will run into them.
Still alive? Did you get them from the side?
Run into my shrapnel trap.
Rogue agent eliminated.
That's what I usually do, is I usually corner them and then just whip my shrapnel trap on top of them, and then as soon as they move, they're dead. It literally eats their armor up like there's no tomorrow. When I see them using shrapnel traps, I'm like, okay, you want to do that? Okay. Hey, you need a pyromaniac? Whoop. Oh, okay. Very, very, very good gun. Especially when you're using fire, obviously. So let me go and look real quick. I've got to do this real quick because there's a lot of stuff to read real quick. So it starts right about here. It's the messages she sent me. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know where she thinks that part's coming in, but that's not going to be me. That's not what I do. There's no we in that part. Oh boy. Well, I better... Let me see what time it is. So apparently I'm making steak tonight. Yes, actually I own Outriders. I might stream that for... I might stream some stuff that. I don't know when I'm going to do that though, because I'm going to be so involved in this content. Once I get a chance to actually touch, because I'm really confused as what we're doing. So I think I'm going to be here tomorrow night. I don't know. I'm so confused right now. So we're going to have like a chat on the phone to find out what's going on for sure. Enough of the gibberish, just get to the point. That's the way I want it. So I get the point right away. Not having to guess for, 60 million text messages later till I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing, okay. Well, that's what we're doing. That would have been nice about, quite a few text messages, like, sooner. Oh, now that I see you doing that, I want to do that. Hold on. Let me just do that. We're gonna have some fun. Hopefully I don't kill myself doing this, but it's always a possibility when you use this thing. Oh, hello. Put that back up. That would help. Whew. It's good. They've done a lot of things to it since... Oh no, I almost killed myself with that. This room has too many cover spots.
Agent down.
I'm gonna have to use my shit. I'm coming. They're probably gonna kill you before I get to you.
That's a kill. Hold up a second. Enemy taking fire.
I know this sounds silly, but I'm gonna say this. Just give me a second. Bitch. I like the summit because it's good to I like to farm stuff, but it also gives me practice. I don't know if this sounds weird, but I get better at playing conflict because I'm used to fighting in compact areas.
Hostile secret active.
I don't know if that makes sense. It's great for practicing CQB as well against, even though you're not going against humans, it gives you practice so you get to Hey, what's up, buddy? I use it for Dark Zone, and yeah, it does. And there's you know, this is funny. I'm gonna say this in a second here. Just let me not die. Come on. How is that not hurting you? I'm shooting you right in the face, buddy. There. The new mode is actually... I feel like they mocked us when they made the new mode. Don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but the reason why I say that is because we've wanted matchmaking for the raids forever, right? Like, actually be able to play on normal mode in the raids with matchmaking. And what they've done here is this is not per se a big raid, it's a mini raid. And they're allowing us to matchmake with randos. But they wouldn't do that for the other raids, you know what I mean? It's almost like... Yeah, no problem. It's almost like I don't know, to me it feels like they're mocking us in that sense that, hey, look what we did. We made a mini raid, and we're going to give you the ability to matchmake on normal, or whatever it is. Because that's basically what it is in my opinion. It's a mini raid. It's not like a big one like the other ones. It's just it's a miniature version.
An agent has disconnected.
So let me look at my list here to see what I have to get done before she gets home. And it looks like a fucking big list. Like, I mean, it looks like a big list. So I gotta do that. Okay. You gotta be kidding me. Let's look at the time. So we're at 12:35. I can estimate how long this is going to take me. Well, that'll take me 2 seconds. Well, probably a couple minutes. That might take a while. That might also take me a while. Yes, I wonder what this countdown vendor is got in his possession. And don't forget, I don't know if you saw the stream or not with Yannick. It was like a 2-hour stream. But he did say that there is lots of content coming. So don't obviously they gotta spread it out over the season and stuff, right? Somebody did ask him, so the new target that we have to eventually kill, he's not going to have a skill. When you kill him, he's not going to have a new skill. Because I was really curious about that, right? Because there's a brand new person to kill. So, and usually when you kill the main person, they drop a new skill. So they said no on that one. Maybe in the future. Yeah. Of course, my wireless controller battery is almost dead. That doesn't surprise me. This new vendor looks pretty cool. A lot of the content looks pretty cool, but it's all a matter of how long is it going to take for some people to complain? You know what I mean? Because you're going to get those people. You can't satisfy everybody. It's like my streams, right? There's going to be people that are just, I don't want to say it, but you know what I mean. And it's hard to deal with those people, but you get over it. There's going to be people about this content, though, that are going to complain about it. Right? I would say be happy that they made more content for the game, because like he said in the stream, TU12 was supposed to be the end of life for this game. And the fact that we're going to be going into title update 15, I think it's great. I think it's great that they're coming back. The only other option would be to make another Division game, which they're making Heartland, but don't get me wrong, I think Heartland's going to be great on its own little thing. But I don't think Heartland's going to be as good as everybody thinks it's going to be. I think it's going to get boring pretty quick. I'm gonna try it when it comes out. I'm gonna try it, of course, but I don't know. It just has that feeling like I've played before. It looks like it's a mashup of like uh, survival from the first division, but mixed with like a battle royale type deal. And I don't think this game is going to benefit from that.
No longer in a group.
I still think people are going to come back to the Division 2. When Heartland comes out, people will play it and they'll probably try it for the first week. I do like it, but then, like, it gets old quick, is what I mean. It's not something that will keep me hooked in. I know there's other people that will, you know, people like Fortnite, right? People love that game. Or Call of Duty Warzone. But to me, that gets old so quick. Like, I get bored so quick of that. It's fun for a little while, and then you're like, eh. Once you've done everything, it's like, eh. At least with this game, even if you've done everything, there's still things you can find to do. Oh, there's a big guy, I can hear him. Nice. I bet you if I can do that, I bet you he can get me through the door with his stinger hives. This is hilarious. Under the door, seeker mines. One of these days, I'm gonna be standing here like this, and they're gonna make it like they're gonna make a new version of this where the NPCs can kick the door in. I'll deal with him in a minute after his minions are dead. Oh, his things are down. They really gotta fix that. He should not be able to kick a secret mine and blow it up. I'm sorry. This is hilarious. You know why they made it the way they did with this one? Where the NPCs and not just the NPCs but people can avoid your stuff so easily is because in the first division they got it right. And the first division was great. And what I mean by that is the secret mines were hard to get away from. You could jump away from them, but the secret mine was smarter. So it would actually move a little bit forward. Like as you jumped sideways, it would actually keep moving, then blow up. So it, like once it knew it could get you in the radius, it would blow up. In this one, these things prematurely detonate. So once you jump out of if you wait and then jump out of the way of it, it won't get you. It'll blow up and miss. It's like they made the secret mine like not as smart. And it's because people were bitching about dying from secret mines. But it was perfectly okay for them to kill you with a DPS build. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, the argument is, to me, is just stupid. Because you can't say one build is overpowering than the other, because we all know that skills are strong, but in the end, DPS builds are always going to probably dominate in damage. Oh, shit. Of course, you got me with your goddamn Stinger Hive. He couldn't get me with his Stinger Hive all that time, and then once I got far enough away from him, he suddenly got me? I don't get that. That's weird. Yeah, so, I don't get that. He should have been able to hit me with his Stinger Hives when I was right near him, and he waited until I got, like, far away from him, and then he got me with them. I don't understand how that works. But yeah, no. Secret mines in this game, 9 times out of 10, especially on Legendary, 9 times out of 10, the NPCs will jump out of the way. And it will miss. And it's because people, like I said, people were crying about skills in general, especially Secret Mines in the first one, because they were so damn accurate, and they would hit. So I think when they made part 2, they're like, we gotta make these a little bit more dumb, so that people don't cry about it. But the conversation that they were ignoring was, what about those goddamn DPS builds that can put out, like, you know, one burst out of their gun and they can do over 10 million damage? Like, what about that? We're not crying about that. You know what I mean? These are the people that have, like, 10 million DPS in their first burst. They're bitching about skills. Put some fucking armor on. Like, put some armor on. Stop bitching about it and put armor on. Most of these DPS guys that you see, they're all reds. Of course you're gonna die. You're gonna be like me, look. Without this shield, with this particular variant that I'm using, I have 726,000 armor. Now, you know I have another, I don't have it on me. I don't have it on me because I put it away. But I have a second version of this to make up for that. So I usually run it like either this way or like I am now. But it's all blue, like it's blue. It's an armored core. And it gives me like 1.3, I think 1.3 or 1.5 million armor, which is a lot more than I have now. But there's a downside to that. I don't put out as much damage. So when I get killed by somebody when I'm running this build, I don't complain. Because I know I'm running glass cannon. The fact that I'm dropping somebody that has like a lot of DPS like that, it makes me kind of laugh. But it doesn't bother me when they kill me because I know I'm running glass cannon. I've got 726,000 armor. I know what I'm in for.
Accessing server. Field terminal.
I have to go back to DC though because I have to go and do stuff because I'm looking at what she's got here on the list, and some of those things are going to take a little bit of time. Yes, I do. Aim assist is off on mine. I turn grenade, so I turn grenade aim assist off, and I also turn aim assist off. I don't know about everybody else that streams. I don't know if they use aim assist, but I turn mine off. Mine's off. So all my shots are manual. All my shots are all manual. So when I get headshots like I do, it's like, that's me. That's me doing that, not the game. That's me doing that. Yeah, well, I think what happens is, so when you're not quite aiming at somebody, that's when it's good for, I guess, the person using it. It helps them out. But when you're actually trying to use, when you're actually aiming and you're actually aiming to hit a specific spot, like a head, I find it tries to overcompensate. And did he? What did he find it about the aim assist? That it screws your aim up? Headshot. Manual aim. Well, there was another... Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. When you're trying to get a headshot with aim assist on, that's why you miss quite a few of your shots, because it's trying to correct your aim when your aim is perfect. But there was a stream. I didn't mean to go into the stream. It wasn't a stream. It was a video. It was another. YouTuber. Um, and I'm not sure what he was saying. Like his title was really kind of weird. So I clicked on it to see what it was all about. And he actually was attacking Tuxedo Bandito. He was saying something about like his members only videos or something were like $50 to watch them or something like that. So I don't know what's going on there. This was another YouTuber that said this. There's a recent video too. In my opinion, like I don't want to get involved in that, but in my opinion, you're never going to see that on my channel. I'm never going to charge people to watch videos, special videos. You know what I mean? Headshot. 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 I think the specific video that he was talking about was more or something like that. I don't know what he was talking about. Is there VIP videos that cost more or something? Or was it a membership? Still. I mean, it's cool that you have perks for people, but you're gonna get a lot of hate on that. That's just my opinion on that. You are. Right? Because most people are gonna be like, I'm not paying to see this shit. Right? I can just go search YouTube and look at that same build. Oh no, I'm not saying anything bad about that. I'm just saying, like, I guess it works, right? But you're gonna get so much hate, is what I'm saying, from some people. Because they're gonna be like, screw that. Like I said, they're gonna go look on YouTube and try to find the same thing. To me, it doesn't work for me. I don't want to do that to people because I don't want the hate. That's why I don't do it. I could, but I don't want to. That's what I'm talking about. I think he was talking about the secret ones. I'm pretty sure he was talking about the secret ones. Yeah. I don't know who this. I can't remember what this name is. I don't want to center anybody out. It was just somebody. It's a streamer I've never seen before, actually, but he's got quite a few subs. And that was like the opening of his video, like the very beginning, near the beginning of his video. He was just ripping him a new ass, and I was like, okay. So of course I stuck around to see what was going on. Like, what the hell? Because I thought it was something else, right? It's talking about like it was a headshot build or something to that effect. So I was like, oh, what's this? And then yeah, that was the opening of the video. And I was like, okay, all right, that's interesting. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. There's some people out there, and there really is. There's some people out there that are really good at talking to people. There's really that's what I mean. Like, maybe it was him. Well, this is my job too now because I can't go back to what I did before because it's not there. Unfortunately, COVID took a toll on the place I worked at, and well, they couldn't handle it. Right? They were small. It's a small restaurant, so I mean, they paid really good for me, but unfortunately, when you're not, when you're always shut down with lockdowns, you can't pay your staff, and they can't work. And when they do come back to work, they can't afford to pay you because, they've taken so many losses. And the government promised to help these small businesses and never did. Yeah, he's talking about, he names him specifically He does go after Tuxedo Bandito, but he does. I'm pretty sure that's probably the same one. I'm pretty sure he did go after more than just one. He went after all the big ones. I thought that was interesting, but the title of his video was interesting enough to click on to see what the hell was going on. But then you go in and you're like, eh. I'm not big enough to go after yet. I'll be next once that happens. If it ever does. I stay positive if I can. Yep. I think that's the same one. Yep. So let's get down to the meat and potatoes here. So let's say I make a video right now. Let's say I make a video right now. Let's say it's a Hunter's Fury build. There's always going to be somebody that's going to say that's my build. You know what I mean? Like, I did that. But I'm not doing it the same way you're doing it. So that makes it different. Nobody really owns a build, because I mean, this is a game we play. The only people that own builds are Ubisoft, right? It's their game. We just make builds. I don't watch every single YouTube video, so I don't know. Like, maybe when I make a video, it could be similar to somebody else's, but I don't actively go out there and search to see if the build that I'm making is, somebody else's. Because I totally 100% think that nobody owns a build. And you know where I get this thinking from? When you're a chef, recipes. When you're a chef, there's always going to be somebody out there that might take your recipe and make it different and call it theirs, right? It doesn't matter. It's not, but they don't own it. They really, and technically they don't. They can change it. But if I see a build, if I'm doing a build that somebody else has already done, it doesn't, there's like 100% chance that word for word is not going to be the same. And the setup is probably going to be different. Guaranteed. But you will have people that like I've even heard streamers say, "Don't steal my build. Don't steal my build," is what they said. You can use it as a template, but don't steal it. Well, they can't trademark it. That's just it. Ubisoft would have something to say about that. They'd be like, no, that's our game. Dream on. I can't remember which streamer that was. It was a big one. I just don't remember which one it was. And he said this in his video near the end. He's like, "Don't steal my build. It's just a template. You can use it as a template, but don't steal my build." And I was laughing so hard. I was like, what? I mean, yes, you made the build, but it's not yours, per se. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, because you know what would happen if that was the case? There wouldn't be very many build videos, because nobody would be able to make it, right? Nobody would be able to make a hardwired build if I was the only one that was allowed to do that. You know what I mean? Or that video that I made with the shock trap heel, it would be exclusively mine if that was the case. But it's not. It just makes me laugh when I see stuff like that. Like, this is my build. Don't steal it. Actually, have you ever been a chef before? Because I have recipes I know other people use and they've changed, but I don't go after them and say, "Hey, that's mine." I could make a recipe and trademark it if I wanted to, but again, how that works is somebody could still steal your recipe and make it I think it has to be at least 33% different, and you can't do shit. That's if you were able to. This game is different though. This game belongs to Ubisoft and it's their property, so you can't copyright or whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? That happens all the time with cooking. Recipes, like look at recipes. That's a good example. How many recipes is there for like soups? One specific soup, for example, like chicken noodle soup. I bet you I could find thousands of recipes for that. Yeah, it's still the same in the end. It's just they've done it differently so they don't get in trouble from people. But this game, we're not talking about that side in this game because this game belongs to Ubisoft, and I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that because it's their property. Now, if this was somebody's property who made, if this game belonged to somebody that actually made builds, like an actual person, not a company, then yeah, and they copyrighted all their builds, then yeah, you could still do it though. You could still make it different. But you'd have to go by the percentage so that they couldn't do anything. But in general, no. In reality, this is Ubisoft's game, so no, you can't do that. I'm seeing a lot of that lately, actually. There's quite a few that I've seen that have said the same thing, like, this is a good template to use, but don't steal it, basically. They don't say... This one person that I'm talking about did actually say that, though. They just came right out and said, don't steal my build. I can't remember what build it was now that I was watching. I didn't steal it anyways, but it was something I would never use. Simply because it was way too risky. I guess it might benefit. Yeah. Like, you can't use the Foundry gear set because that's my build and I copyrighted that. And Ubisoft would come along and say, actually, this is our game, so I believe the gear is ours. And see, whenever I make a Foundry set, like I've made a couple of Foundry videos. Not like this one though, like not the way I don't have it on right now, but when I was running the glass and the punch drunk, I haven't done it that way yet. But if I made a video about that, the problem I find with Foundry when I make a build video with Foundry is it just doesn't get the attention that like if I did like a True Patriot build or a Hardwired build or a Striker build, they get attention. People look, people watch. But when I do Foundry set, it's like nobody cares. You know what I mean? It's a great fucking set. That's the problem. There's nothing wrong with it. It's great. It works wonderful. It's just nobody's interested in it, right? So you get like 30 views, and you're like, wow. You do a shock trap. You do a shock trap heal video, and it gets 36,000 views. So, yeah. Trying to figure that one out. Actually, is it still at 36 or is it at 37? 30. It's out. Actually, it's almost at 38. Yeah. And I did that. When did I do that? On March 21st. I released that video. I know most people that see my hardwired builds are kind of confused as to why I'm using shield, but I know the people out there that understand what I'm doing because I'm using that as my armor, basically because it's 13.2 million, right? The only downfall to that is you got to watch your angles, right? Because even though you have a big shield, if an NPC gets at the right angle on you, they can shoot you right through it, right? Because your shield's not really protecting you on that side. So that's why you have to make sure you're moving around and you're always watching where you're going and making sure that the NPCs don't get angles on you.
Wish it would cool off a little.
Because I can tell you right now, if I did that same video with a small shield, like the firewall shield for example, I'd probably get annihilated. Because the NPCs would see, I don't know how they just know how to hit you when you have a smaller shield. I tried to use the deflector shield because I thought the deflector shield would be cool to try. Yeah, that wasn't good. I got totally mauled by the NPC because they can shoot you in so many different ways. Because it's just a little dinky shield. Yeah, exactly. So the big shield works with hardwired grate. Minus this. I use the multis in PvE because well, you know this setup. You've seen this setup, right? It my multis are doing like anywhere from 3.2 to 4.1 million each. Never usually less than that with this particular setup. And my single secret mine does over 6 million most of the time. Which, if you're playing PvP, aka conflict, I can tell you this from experience of using this particular build. I've used this build many times in that. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean, right? I was using the deflector shield, and yeah, they were beaming me in the head. I was like, what the? I mean, I understood the concept, but I was like, oh, okay. So these guys are really good at headshots now? But yeah. I can literally go through my analytics and see exactly what build videos, aka which gear sets, or which type of build gets attention. Unfortunately, I'm trying to go against the grain because I want to show other stuff. But the problem is I'm not getting any traction with it. So, right? So if I do like a pre-recorded gameplay or do control points, for example, if I do a control point pre-recorded thing and I upload it and, you know, it's not a build video, it just doesn't get, you know what I mean? It's just nothing comes out of it. You might get 50 views. That's it. Maybe, if you're lucky. So that's why I've turned to live streams, because at least there's some traction in live streams. You can, because I mean, let's face it, until this new content comes out tomorrow, there really isn't it. You know, like there's going to be a point where there's just nothing left to build. And when that happens, then what? You've got to find different ways to do things. Yeah. Well, the live streams took me a while to get that going because they were, well, I mean, I did do some live streams. I was mostly doing build videos. But when I first started doing live streams, it was brutal. Like, you might get 4 people watching. And then, you know, as you look at your views at the end of the stream, you're like, oh, wow, this is worse than my build videos. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at least if I do a build video, at least I get, like, I can get that many views in, like, 10 minutes. If that. Right? Or I can get a view in, you know, I can get 10 views in, like, 2 minutes if I do, like, a build video. But when I first started doing live streams, I was like, you know, holy crap, like, at the end of my live stream, I only got 40 views. And you know, that's 2 hours. Now it's different, right? It's a little better now. Actually, it's quite a bit better now. But I think it's because you have to keep doing it. You have to keep doing it. You can't just do a live stream today and then, you know, a week from now you might do another one. It's just you're never gonna get traction that way. It has to be consistently every day or every second day. I try to aim for every day. This new event doesn't start until I think it's the 24th. So the 12th, which is tomorrow, the new stuff drops, and then the 24th the event starts for this clothing. So that's going to be interesting. Some of the questions that they answered with on the stream were I was kind of confused as to why they would be asking such common sense questions. No, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what happened, right? As soon as I started doing live streams, my sub count literally went stale. Like it stayed the same. It never moved. And it just stayed that way. And then once I kept doing it, I kept telling myself, no, there's got to be a way to make this work. Because you can't keep doing build videos forever. Because there's just not going to be any builds to make after a while, right? So you've got to have a way for sustainability. Or I start playing other games, but then that has a negative consequence to it as well. And I'm gonna start playing other games. I'm not saying I'm abandoning this game. I'm not. I meant like I have to have more variety, right? Because you don't want to run out of juice. I know there is people out there, like I said, there is people out there that have made thousands upon thousands of subscribers from this game. But when this game finally does die eventually, it depends on how long they're going to make content for this game. It could just be for this year, right? It probably is going to be just for this year because when this kind of game gets content, it needs to have the player base too. And if half the player base has left because they're pissy about something, then everybody blames like everybody always blames the development team for like the lack of content, but it's not actually their fault. It's their bosses. Their bosses look at this just like TV ratings, right? If something's not working, then why would you pour any more resources into it? And that's the way they see this, right? So they started seeing more support for this game, so they said, hey, you guys can do some more content. Here's a new team. We'll start off small, see how it goes, and if it gets, if people come back, then you can have a bigger team again and make more content. Yeah, he kept saying that throughout the whole stream. He's like, more people to play this game, the higher the chances are that, his bosses are going to give him more resources, and that means more content. He kept saying that. And it's a true story, though. That's how it works. I was on, there's a game I used to play on PC that was really famous at first, and then the fan base, or the player base started going down. Then it took a big nosedive, and then the bosses said, no more content. We're done. Right? And then they move on to something else, which probably would have been the Division 3. Eventually, that's probably going to happen, but I know some people out there are like, no, they're not going to make another Division 3 because of all the... I don't think that's true, to be honest. I think they will make a Division 3. It just might take a couple of years before that happens. Look how long the first Division game took to come out. It was like, what, 5 years in the making? Now, We seem to have a problem in our shed. We have one shed left because I knocked the other one down because we had a problem with squirrels. I'm pretty sure we have squirrels in the other one too, which is a much bigger shed. It's a very big shed. It's probably like 20 by something. It's big. It's gonna take more than just me knocking that shit down. But anyways, I went into the shed the other day and it smells like friggin' rodent pee. And so I'm pretty sure it's squirrels. So I'm trying to figure out what squirrels hate that would make them go away. Because I've tried so much stuff. And they just keep coming back. Well, I have two sheds, right? I took one down because of the squirrels, and now they've moved to the back. Now they've moved to the back shed, which is much bigger than the one I just took down. Because the people that used to own this house decided that they needed to have two sheds, and one that was really massive. It's like 20 by 12 or something like that. I don't know. And by how many feet high? I think it's at least 12 feet high. At least. It's a massive shed. It's all wood too. This is not the material, you know, like the engineered stuff. This is all real wood. So it's gonna take manpower to take that thing down eventually. Once I get everything out of it first. That's the problem I'm having though. Is I don't know what I'm walking into when I go into this shed because I'm pretty sure there's multiple things living inside of it now. And it's only been the winter time since this happened. I was thinking about watching the friend of mine has a BB gun with a scope on it. I was gonna sit at the top of because our bedroom, like we have a basement, a main floor, and a top floor. Oh, let me see what you said, because it cut off half the thing. Ours is detached. But a friend of mine, I was telling him about this, and he was doing my tires, and I said to him, I'm having squirrel issues in both sheds, and this was before I took the front one down. And he said, well, I have a BB gun with a scope on it if you ever need it. He said, because I see that you have a bedroom windows that the glass, there's two latches on the top. When you press them in, you can pull the window down so that you can have a way to go out the window, like a full out. And I could just put that down and just basically snipe from there, because I can see where they're going in. Right from my bedroom window. Sit on a chair. Take them out from the window. That's what I like about these windows we got. They're really awesome. That's what they do. They come inwards, but they go down and they open up. Which allows you to clean the outside of the window, but on the other hand, it's also wide open once you pull it down. It doesn't come off or anything. It just sits in place, like it sits down full all the way, and you just wipe it off, whatever, and then you just shut it, and it just clicks back into place. It's awesome. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about getting on the roof of the shed, and then just setting out little treats for them. Coming back, take my window down like I just said, sit there on a chair and just wait with a BB gun. And shoot them right in the ass. So if I shoot them in the ass, I'm not going to kill them. But it's going to give them a message that when you come near this shed, this is what's going to happen. Right? Because they do learn, they're very smart. So if they know that if they go near that shed, it's going to hurt their ass, they probably won't come back. They're not like the other things out there that, you know, you shoot them in the ass, they'll just come back. They're actually quite smart. But they're not smart enough when it comes to food, right? Oh, look, there's food there. Let's go get that. Bang, they're dead. Yeah, that's what I mean. They're not that smart. In a different way they are. Like when it comes to getting food, they know how to get around traps. Well, I mean, nobody likes my idea, but I was thinking like a paintball gun with marbles instead of paintballs, but nobody seems to like that idea. Somebody said it was overkill. Like what? The marbles are roughly the same size as the paintball, right? Why not? Would they be dead? There's a 99.9% chance they were. They would definitely be dead after getting shot with a paintball that actually had marbles in it. That's not paintballs you're shooting.
Agent in need of backup.
Yes, it is. What are you talking about? That's red paint there. Don't you see the red paint on the thing there? Told you I was using red. That's not paint, sir. That's blood. Oh, I thought it was paint. Oh, my bad. I put marbles in it. Yeah, no. If I could show you the pictures of what the... So, I know what the problem is. I didn't know why they were coming around, but I know why now. And my wife told me why she thinks they're coming around too, because she talks to the... she's friends with the neighbor next door, the other lady. So she likes to... Yeah, probably. So the lady next door likes to feed the squirrels in her backyard. And so when I put garbage out into the shed, even though it's in a thing, they could smell it. So because she's been feeding them, when you feed an animal, it will tell other animals that there's food there that are the same kind of animal as them, or rodent in this case. They are going to tell their friends, hey, there's food here, come. Well, that's what happened. So I think all these squirrels started coming around. Then they could smell my shed, right? They could smell that, there was garbage in there waiting for garbage day. And so they started chewing my shed, and they just made a disaster once they got in. They destroyed everything. But I'm pretty sure she is why they did. If you feed them, they will bring friends. That they're not stupid. They're going to say, hey, there's food here. Just like seagulls. Seagulls are the same thing. You throw one piece of food, it's like it doesn't matter where they are. They come swooping down out of nowhere. Next thing you know, there's hundreds of them. Because they make that squawking noise, and they're telling their friends, food, 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 is basically what they're saying. Just check it out sometime when you're out in the parking lot. Throw a piece of bread and watch what happens. You'll see like one seagull flying around, and then all of a sudden there's hundreds of them. Once that food goes out, boom, they come out of nowhere. Because when they squawk, they're telling their friends. Anyways, I'm gonna get off here, and I got a lot of stuff to do because I keep getting messages with more stuff getting added to the list of things to do. And I gotta hurry up with this. I don't want to hear it today. Alright, have a good one, guys. I gotta go. Because apparently I'm cutting the grass on top of all this. I didn't know about that, but I guess I am. Alright, later, guys.